when you get to that point where you have to let go, if you have a rich life, if you've been living your legacy, letting go is easy.
My questions for you is kind of what's next. What does tomorrow look like for you, and how are you building it? And you talked about, you haven't retired yet. Like you're not letting go just yet because it's not time. But what does tomorrow look like for you, and how maybe this is helping you in that process?
Yeah. So from a conclusion standpoint in the book, the conclusion is simply it's just the beginning. I think that this is a new beginning. It's the conclusion of this chapter of my story, and we're building upon that. There's already old stories here, things that I have to share that are new, that I can't wait to build on. Most importantly, though, I hope the conclusion is that we've impacted one person, 20 people, 100 people, something exponential, that once we impact one, it becomes 10, and 10 become 100, and 100 become 1,000. And that would be the objective, is that the conclusion is to help people be more prepared to understand that when you get to that point where you have to let go, if you have a rich life, if you've been living your legacy, letting go is easy. If you're having to start from scratch and build all of that in a year leading up to leaving, transitioning, retiring, moving, changing jobs, it's not easy. That's when it's hard. Living it, having that richness, having that legacy, understanding what's most important, who is most important, where your love is going, where your time is going. Are they intersecting? Or are they passing each other by? That's the conclusion. And if we impact a couple people, it will lead to more. It's exponential. When I got into this side of the business, I've always loved helping clients, one client at a time. I still love that every single day. I did it yesterday. I will do it the day after. I will continue to help my clients in their major moments. The other thing that I think is really important, though, is that the goal was also to help advisors who will impact hundreds of their clients. And if you help multiple advisors, you're helping thousands of people. And that is the mentality I want everybody that works with us, reads this book, to have. Change your life, change your family, change the world. It's possible, in my opinion. And I know I'm a free thinker, and I'm creative, and I think big, and not everybody thinks like that, but it's really fun to think like that. It's a lot more fun than thinking small.
It really speaks to seeing possibility where maybe others might not see that. It's interesting. It really is. It's a great way to think and kind of feel like there's more as opposed to less.
Right.
What is next for someone who has more questions and wants support? I mean, it's a book or a video series that they're watching. What are you offering to people to work with you further, or hear more of your ideas, or really get your eyes on their business, or whatever?
I think the biggest objective is we get this out to the world. So book launch is number one. Podcasts, anybody that has a podcast, anybody that wants to have this type of conversation is the kind of podcast I want to go on. It doesn't have to be financial advisor specific. I'd really love the opportunity to get this word out to more people. Number two is if they want to work with us individually, our company is Freedom Street Partners. Individually, scottdanner.com is where you would go to read my story, have an access to some of the blogs that I've created, some of the videos that I've put out. Get more of what we're putting out if this message resonates with you. scottdanner.com, Scott Danner on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. These are all ways that we can continue to put the word out and connect. And most importantly, it can end with being a good book on your shelf. It can end with being a good chapter that you've read, or one story that impacted you. It doesn't have to go further, but if you want it to, there are options at scottdanner.com for you to figure that out, and for you to reach out and tell us how much you like it. Obviously on Amazon, we need all of the help we can get, so positive reviews are awesome. They are really, really great. I also am not not naive to think that there probably won't be some negative reviews. You know, someone will buy this book thinking that it could be for them, and maybe it doesn't resonate the way that I want it to. If I'm not putting myself out in the world and having an opinion on something, and thinking that there could be negative results, not only positive, I'm missing out on the truth. The reality is I need as many positive ones as I can get, because that's going to help us get the message out. That's going to help people follow. And that's the message I put out, a message of positivity and success, and one that anybody can activate.